Thank y'all for watching our last video of what a good miss looks like. Y'all nominated hole 15 on the south course. We got a 518 yard par 5. There's a little bit of a creek right there that you can get into, but normally the ground's a little bit more firm the closer you get to it, and it's a little bit downhill once you get close to the creek, so you can get into the creek. Last thing you want to do on a par 5 is ruin your chances at a potential birdie or par by going into a hazard. So you'll see the left part of this over where those guys are right there. That's kind of the miss where you want to be. You see how open it is? Even if you miss it more to the left, then you still have less trees that you're working with. If you miss it to the right, everything's blocked out and you have to punch out before the creek, and then basically it's like going in a hazard right there. So when I'm aiming right for that cart right there, trying to maybe have a little baby fade, and then that way it puts me in a good spot for a layup or maybe a potential chance to go for it as well. Ideally, when we're hitting the shot, we want to kind of end up in this area right here. You can see it's about 40 yards before the creek. We're also not kind of threatening this area over here. So you take driver, and if you pull it a little bit, the trees come into play and you might end up over there. So I always take a 3-wood from where I'm at, puts me about 250, and then I'm 40 yards short of the creek. Don't even have that chance of going in it. That's a nice safe play right here. This is a long hole anyways. Good bunker coverage and everything. If you try to go for it, the green barely holds. It's a little bit on an upslope, and all behind the green is trouble. So you don't want to try to go for it most of the time unless you can hit it really high and stop it really quick. So what I do, I look at that bunker on the right. I shoot the bunker. I take about 30 yards off of that, gets me a good wedge in play, and then it gives me a good opportunity to get a birdie on the hole. If you hit your ideal layup shot, it's going to put you about 100 yards out. That's a perfect chance to try to take it over these bunkers, especially with like a protected pin that's shown right there. You want to have something where you can stop it a little bit quicker, hit it a little bit higher, and give you a better chance at that birdie. You can see that pin's kind of tucked in the front and on kind of that far left side. Even though I have a wedge in my hand, I'm not going directly at the pin. So I'll be going kind of a little bit right of it, almost towards like the middle of the green. But since I am a decent wedge player, I'm going to try to go closer to the pin a little bit, but I'm definitely going to favor that right side. That left miss is going to get you in trouble. There's a big sloping hill where if it hits there, it has a chance to go in the water. If it doesn't, you still have a very hard chip shot. So you want to try to get on the green. That's going to be your best chance at that birdie. Even if it's a 15, 20-foot putt, it's going to be a whole lot better than a chip that could potentially get you a bogey. So we're keeping you away from those big numbers and giving you a better chance at some of those low numbers.